Ladies and gentlemen, those in between and those far out, longtime viewers and newcomers alike, welcome back to the Idaho Esports Twitch channel and the Vandal pre-show. My name is Kaz Phoenix, joined here today by Brooke Levins, currently Dean of the College of Education and was it Human
Health
Health?
and Human Sciences.
Health and Human
Yeah,
Sciences. I always
mouthful.
forget like the last
Yeah,
few words in
yeah.
that, because I haven't taken any classes in that college.
Well, come on over. Love for you to be with us.
I plan to.
Okay.
That's the purpose of the show. It's to showcase kind of underrepresented parts of the campus, talk to
Awesome.
people from different departments, and see what they do. But Brooke, thank you for joining me on the show today. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me. This is so fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm sure you already got the tour of the
Yeah,
space
it's
from
great
Wayne a little bit
space.
earlier. Is this your first time down here?
Absolutely, my first time. Never even been in the basement. So,
Did you know the building had a basement?
I'd seen some stairs, so I thought maybe there's something down there. But that was
makes
the
sense.
extent of my knowledge.
I feel like that is what a lot of people think of the space in the building itself. Like a couple people walk by and they're like, "Oh, there's stairs. Where do those go?" And they just never
Exactly.
think to look. Yeah, but we're glad that you get to join us today.
Yeah.
On this very, very wonderful Wednesday evening, afternoon,
Yeah.
however you want to look at it. It's probably getting dark as we speak.
It
So
is.
yeah, daylight is a fun thing. But at this point in the show, I like to do the formal, informal handing of the talking stick. I'll allow you to more formally introduce yourself to our
Okay.
audience, talk about what you do here at the University of Idaho, and anything else that you think our audience might want to know about you.
Fascinating. Well, I'm so glad to be here today and to get to see your space. Like, really cool things happening down here. So thanks for the opportunity. So I'm Brooke Levins. I'm in my 4th year as the Dean of the College of Education, Health and Human Sciences, shortened to EHHS if you want to know. And my job, I like to describe it as being the chief champion of our college. So I get to tell our story far and wide and share the good things that we're doing throughout our college. Our college is pretty diverse in what we offer. So we're not only training future educators, K-12 educators, but we're training higher ed leaders. We're training folks in adult organizational and learning and leadership and organization development. We also have this other half of our college where we are training folks in exercise, sport, and health sciences, recreation and sport management, dance. So we have a pretty diverse college. And
yeah, I would say so. I was like, I wouldn't immediately recognize where some of those majors would go, but it also makes sense that they're under that school, right? Like with dance and a lot of the fitness classes and stuff like that. I was thinking it's like, oh, there's got to be some like dedicated science school that the college has, but it's kind of where you are in a weird way. That's not the College of Natural Resources.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it's a diverse college and we get to do a lot of fun stuff. We're a professional college, so we're preparing students to go out into future professions, to be certified teachers or school leaders, but also they may walk into be certified strength and conditioning coaches or exercise physiologists. So we're also preparing kiddos, our students, to go on to allied health professions, so pre-PT, pre-OT, pre-athletic training. So we have a lot of great programs. Our students, one of the things I love about our college is that 100% of our students participate in experiential learning. So they all participate in some kind of practicum or internship experience. So they're getting real world experience pretty early on, because we don't want you to be in our college and like realize, hey, I don't want to be a teacher, or I don't want to actually be a strength and conditioning coach. We want you to know that early on so you can figure out your right trajectory. And so that's why we engage in that experiential learning early on.
So you said 100%.
Yeah, every student in our college participated in some kind of experiential learning.
That is a super cool stuff. Is it like a requirement for students?
It is. It's part of all of our degree programs at the undergraduate level.
Yeah.
Some of our graduate don't necessarily have it as a requirement, but most of those folks are working professionals in and of themselves, yeah.
Or doing some kinds of residencies in their fields, I'm sure.
Or doing research in some lab as well. So that is experiential learning, of course, too.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You are the dean of the college that one of my roommates recently graduated from as a math educator.
All right. Awesome.
Who has been enjoying that, recently started subbing at Moscow High.
Okay.
And I have never seen that man more happy, who has been managing a McDonald's for the past couple years of being in Moscow. I was curious. I like being able to put names to faces and have things to acknowledge things from the university is, regardless of how small the student population may seem in compared to other campuses. There are a lot of things that go on here, lots of bureaucracy. I like getting to know all the little different steps about that, and that's what's super cool about this show.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I'm blanking. That's awesome. Yep. Wednesday. Even in the middle of the week, I'm still like this. No. Now, you say that you've been in the university, or at least in Moscow, for 4 years. You are not originally from the Palouse.
I am not from the Palouse.
You
that is correct.
are Texas born?
Texas born and raised.
You're kind of from a lot of other places in Texas. You kind of bounced around, originally doing your undergrad in San Antonio.
Yeah.
You did your doctorate at UT Austin. Did some, grad assistance there as well. You worked at Baylor for 11 years, and that was where you were before you came here in 2022. Tell me about your life growing up in Texas, because I don't meet a lot of Texans who come up here.
Well, first of all, way to do your homework to remember all those stats. That's quite impressive. Born and raised in Texas, had never lived anywhere outside of Texas before I got recruited to come to the University of Idaho. Did not want to come here, had never been to Idaho. There's no way I'm going to take a job in Idaho. Came here, flew in. At the time, there was like a prop plane that flew into the Pullman airport, and I was like, oh, Lord, I hope I don't die. I did it, good news, and fell in love with this place. And went back home and told my husband, I was like, I'm just so proud of the work that they're doing at the University of Idaho. And he was like, oh, that's when I knew we were going. And so, moved here. So my life in Texas kind of moved up. My mom was an educator. I'm a 4th-generation educator. My mom was a single mom, and we moved around as she moved up the career ladder. So I got to go to a lot of different schools, meet a lot of different people, develop a lot of resiliency when you're in a new school and having to make new friends and all that good stuff.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so that was good times, and didn't think a 4th-generation educator was like, I'm gonna be a genetic engineer. I didn't really know what that meant. As soon as I got to college, I was like, not for me, and decided to pursue what had always been my passion, which was becoming a teacher. And I taught high school, and I coached the speech and debate team, and traveled a lot with kids. And I love high schoolers. I love teenagers. It's a fun time. So. Then went back to graduate school, decided I could make maybe more of an impact by teaching future teachers, and did that for a long while. And then I ended up here somehow. Some way. Yeah, some way.
Do you feel like Moscow, or the Palouse in general, I don't know how much of the Palouse you've experienced, but do you feel like it's similar to any places that you've been in Texas? Texas is a big place.
Not so much in Texas. We spent a lot of time in the mountains of New Mexico, in the northern part of New Mexico. And so it reminds me a lot of where we actually got married in Red River, New Mexico. We vacationed there a lot when we lived in Texas. So it reminds me of that in terms of the topography and the mountains and all of that. But I've never lived in a place this beautiful before, and cannot imagine not living in a place like this. So, yeah, we love it here.
Oh, that's very, very wonderful. I come from Southern California myself, which is also kind of geographically diverse depending on where you are.
Totally.
But something I learned to appreciate when I came up here was just like, wow, there are trees and there are seasons that I watch happen in front of me. I'm so used to living in the desert, basically. We're it's like, oh, there's some Joshua trees over there, and those always look like that. And sometimes it's cold, but you really get to see nature at its fullest extent here in Moscow, which I think
fall is just something
so beautiful. I remember my first fall here when I was still a part of the School of Music, just walking up and down that road. Beautiful every single day. All the orange and yellow leaves when everything started falling. This was before the rain, by the way.
When the leaves are still on the trees.
Everything's pretty, and then the rain comes and all the leaves on the ground get soggy, and it's like a part of it. It's like
you have to endure it for the beauty of it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what I'm more curious about, because you had spent so much of your life in Texas, you were saying that you probably would have never imagined yourself here in Idaho. What was that kind of recruitment process for getting you up here?
Good question. In these jobs, like dean jobs and above, a lot of times universities use search firms, and so they sort of send out this mass recruitment to anybody who's at that same part in their career or maybe looking to advance. And so you get these series of emails in and you're like, okay, well, I'm interested in this or not interested in that. So got an email and then got a couple more from the search firm that was doing this particular search. And I told my husband, I was like, hey, you want to go to Idaho? Like I got an email about this. I'm thinking like maybe I would apply. And he was like, I've always wanted to live in the Pacific Northwest. I've always wanted to live up in that area. I was like, okay, fine, I'll apply. And so I did, and it took a little while to get back to me. I was like, okay, clearly they don't want me to come. Then I got, a Zoom interview, I guess, at the point in time, and did that, and I was like, yeah, I probably didn't do great. And then they were like, we want you to come to campus. Okay, fine, I'll come to campus.
It's like, oh, we'll do the formalities and such,
but
right?
I'm still not coming. That's 1,900 miles across the country, and I have 3 kids, and I'm not moving them to, like, go somewhere anyway. Yeah, so that's how it all happened, and then I got here, met the people, met my faculty, met my staff, met students, met our senior leadership, our provost and our president, and I was like, I can work at that place. That's a good place to be. So, yeah, that's how that all came to be.
This is wearing.
Yeah.
You give great answers, which is helpful for me, who was having a slower day. So thank you for bearing with me on that.
Wacky, wonderful Wednesday.
Well, as we are approaching towards the end of the interview, I'd like to wrap this up a little bit. This is not okay. Director Spock is off screen trying to give me things that are now in frame, so we'll address that later. But as we approach the end of the interview, I'd like to move it over for, I guess, your intended career aspirations. You mentioned that you discovered that you felt like you had a bigger impact teaching future educators. And obviously you'd been in Waco for 11 years before coming up here. Maybe this is like a very like soundbitey question, so I'm sorry if it seems like I'm coming off that way, but do you feel like you plan to stay at the university for a similar amount of time, maybe make a similar impact, maybe find something new?
Yeah, I have no intentions of leaving here. I love what I get to do. And I do like the same concept is your impact changes. I'm not sure necessarily it's bigger by any means, but it's a different type of impact. And I love getting to lead out and support the people that work in our college and beyond. And I have 3 kids in school here. We love Moscow. We love this university. We think really great things are happening here. Like this is an example of really innovative things that are happening. So yeah, no intentions to leave. Would love to stay at this place for a long, long time.
Well, that is reassuring to hear. You were lovely to have on.
Thanks so much.
Going to look at different classes. Do you have any course recommendations? I know it's a little above where you typically sit, but do you have any course recommendations for a JAM student looking to explore different fields of study?
Well, I think the easiest way to get involved in our college is with our iFit courses. So come take one of our iFit courses, 1 credit courses.
I'm a personal fitness student right now.
8 weeks. You can do all sorts of like physical activity, but we also have well-being classes. So mental health, we have mindfulness, we have stress relief. So come take one of those and get an introduction.
Do you also host the Anytime Yoga class? Is that under your school?
I don't. That one's not familiar to me. Does it? Like if it's credit bearing, we host it. I'm not sure if
it is credit bearing, but it's like an online like async class.
Oh, then we probably do host it. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know that specific.
No, it's fine. I've unfortunately drained a little bit of that class out of my memory. I did not participate in that as much as I should. As I was talking to you about before the show, right?
Maybe not that kind of. Maybe you don't need asynchronous courses. Maybe you need to show up.
Yeah.
To class.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well, Brooke, it was absolutely a pleasure to have you on the show. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm glad that you got to come down and see the space.
Me too.
As you might have seen, my boss so very nonchalantly threw this towards my way. And as a thank you for joining us here on the show, we would like to offer you a jersey, a player jersey.
That's awesome.
To initiate you as one of our honorary members of the Vandal Esports program.
I love that. Thanks for initiating me. I mean, this is an honor, a real honor. Appreciate
it. I hope it gains some real value for you in the future.
Absolutely.
But at least for the show, that is it. So again, thank you so much. I'm going to be moving the action over to our caster room. Tonight, our Marvel Rivals team is playing West Virginia Wesleyan. It's sure to be a fun, exciting time. This is our Marvel Rivals team's last game of the regular season because, they got their delayed start. So we do hope you stick around to support them. I will be doing so here physically in the basement of the Pittman Center, which you are all welcome to join me at. But at least for now, I will be signing off the show. So from Dr. Blevins and Kaz Phoenix, we're wishing you a good night and V's up.
Well, the biggest sporting event of the year is here. Move over Super Bowl, move over WrestleMania, move over Stanley Cup Finals. It is Week 7, the final regular season week of the Marvel Rivals ECAC League, and we're excited to cast it as the 0-7 or 0-6 Idaho Vandals look to notch their first win against West Virginia Wesleyan, sitting at 0-4. I'm hyped. It is undrafted alongside Bradical, and we're here for a spectacle. I'm dripped out in the suit. I'm so hyped. Could not.
Yeah, dressed up for the occasion and everything.
Occasion, yep.
It just means so much to our Vandals team to win this game.
This game is everything, right? Someone will win this game. A win will go in someone's win column for the first time here. So regardless, all jokes aside, it's going to be a good one. It should be an even matchup. But yeah, we're hyped for it. Seriously, we are hyped for it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I've been loving watching all these Marvel Rivals games. Even though we've come out with no wins so far, they have been super entertaining. Our team has been doing a good job at keeping a lot of them competitive for the most part on maps. Even though the score doesn't reflect, they do a lot better than what the 0-3 at the end always looks like.
I like the competitive nature of it. This is the storyline that's been to the season, is that can they notch a win? I think just a win would be great on the year, and I think that they can do it. This is a team that has gotten better over the time. We have seen that, right? Notching up, got a map on domination against the best team in this ECAC division. So just the growth of this team has been extremely exciting to watch, regardless of the outcome every time. We appreciate you guys sticking along with it. We are anyway, but yeah, we appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it a lot, and thanks to those of you that have been keeping up with all of our playoffs so far this week. On Monday, we had R6, which we did end up losing first round, which is a bummer. But we won Smash, round 1 of playoffs, and then yesterday, our JV Valorant team played, and they won their match in a 2-0 fashion as well. So our undefeated teams carry on. Well, we'll see how these defeated teams today look.
Yep. No playoffs in this realm, but that means you guys get to know what the last game is. You guys get to spend the last game with us. And again, we appreciate you staying along. Now, I do want to talk a little bit. If you guys aren't aware, a new hero was added. Gambit was officially added from last week. Just dropped on, I think, last Thursday, I think it was. You won't be seeing Gambit because, just like Overwatch, if any of you watched that, you're not allowed to use a new hero for 2 weeks after it releases. So, unfortunately, you won't be hearing Gambit never folds every 20 seconds like you are in ranked. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I will leave up to your discretion.
Yeah, I believe he's going to make a name for himself.
Yeah,
here.
absolutely. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. And, yes. We'll get to see Gambit next season. I imagine, pretty sure Rogue's been confirmed as the mid-season hero.
Yeah, they at least showed her in trailer, so that'd be pretty weird if they did it.
She'll definitely be in the game at some point. Yeah, I imagine you'll see Rogue by then. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how long break is. It's like a month long. Yeah, she'll probably be in by then. Yep.
Do you have any intentions in playing Gambit since you're a support main?
Yeah, when the hype dies down, I usually try out the new characters a little bit after, right? Because right now it's just an insta lock.
I know it's a duel to see who clicks the fastest.
Dude, I saw a reel about a tutorial on how to insta lock Gambit. That's crazy. I mean, he's going to be extremely interesting to watch in these competitive matches, especially with a team that can be cohesive. He's probably. I think the best thing is that he covers a weakness that Marvel Rivals kind of didn't have, which was just a utility support, right? As opposed to just being a heal bot like Luna Snow or Invisible Woman or kind of Cloak and Dagger. Gambit can provide anti-heal. He can provide attack boost. He can kind of do it all. He's kind of like Mantis, but
he can do anti-heal.
He can. Yep.
That's pretty cool. Okay.
He can anti-heal, and then of course his ult is pretty cool. Gets a little jump
Anti-heal is
around.
actually pretty
Anti-heal
crazy in
is
Marvel Rivals.
Anti-heal can.
There's not a lot of characters.
Yeah, can. I believe he's the only one so far. I think a few ults can cause anti-heal, but I'm not 100% sure. They've added a little bit on. That's like I have to go through the patch notes because I think at launch I don't think there's anti-heal at all, but they might have added a little bit. But by now. But Gambit, regardless, is the new one. Of course, every other new hero that you've been accustomed to seeing will still be available in this map. So Angela, Phoenix, in order. Oh no, Daredevil was there. Daredevil.
Yeah.
You see Daredevil.
Daredevil's
And
been a
then-
recent one.
All of that, absolutely. But yeah, man, I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see this team go out and execute, and they're getting a lot better. I see they're just grinding out. I watched them for a little bit play practice. Seemed like they're a much more cohesive unit than we saw at the start of the year, and this is a good one, right? Again, this is the first time have ever had a formal Marvel Rivals team. There was a militia that we formed a little bit last spring.
A
Both of us-
militia.
Yep.
Hey, the Marvel militia.
The Marvel Militia, right? Remember that, right? I choose not to, but we can. Yeah. Didn't go too well, but again, it was just a militia. It was like a bunch of bronze players, and then Coach Brawler now was the only like Grandmaster. Great,
Yeah.
fun times. I'm sorry, Brawler.
yeah. Brawler was like our dad, and he was just like babysitting.
I know,
us
there's so
playing.
much.
Yeah.
It worked too because he played Magneto a lot, which is like the dad character for Marvel Rivals. I remember like just playing my Luna Snow, literally just heal botting and doing nothing else. He would literally just shield me, and I just run straight into the front line.
He's like, heal me.
Yeah. It's like as soon as it runs out, I would just die anyway. God, those were fun times. I feel like I got like a lot more game sense now. I feel like I'd have fun if we did that militia again. But I've been like, gosh, we haven't seen like Thor at all here. But I've been getting crazy on Thor. I think I mentioned last week that I liked Thor's rework. A lot of people didn't, especially a lot of Thor mains, because it did kind of take away a lot of his survivability. But it gave him a lot more chances to use his F ability, Awakening Rune, which I think is very fun. So.
Yeah, I haven't played too much Thor. I don't think I've ever even touched Thor. I'm gonna be honest. I
valid.
just pick. I use my vanguards.
Thor is a DPS tank, 100%. Not in like a he is a DPS, but like
he does DPS.
You're trying to get
DPS,
right?
Yeah.
You're not Mag or Groot standing in the middle of the line soaking up damage, right? Thor does have the ability to soak up damage, but the best survivability that Thor has is of that armor you get from using Thor abilities, and of course, his biggest one is his left ship. I don't know, is there like a lore thing for him swinging the Mjolnir and like teleporting? I don't know. Do you call that in a lore thing?
I mean, he just like flings himself using his hammer. It's like his power.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of like his whole thing.
Is there like
a hammer to
I don't know if there's
fly.
like a name for that, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
reasons.
no.
I know it's called something in the game, but I don't remember. I know.
Yeah,
he just does it. Yeah,
does it awesomely.
So I thought, I know, it's pretty cool. I remember seeing that. What movie was it where he spins to go all the way across like whatever the bridge was called to
the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, the Rainbow Bridge, and then the other guy he's with just has to run. I don't remember.
Oh, I think that was in Ragnarok. Probably.
Was it Ragnarok?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it was Ragnarok too. But yeah, I don't know.
Ragnarok.
As I said last stream, Marvel Rivals got me into hero shooters and Marvel, right? So it's not the other way around like it is for 99.999% of everyone else. I don't know.
That's so crazy to say.
I'm hyped to watch some more Marvel, right? That I have not watched before. I'm on Black Panther.
Are you like watching them in order?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've watched
watching
Iron
them
Man.
chronological order.
Not
Man,
chronological. I'm watching them in release order. So, with the exception of Guardians of the Galaxy 1, I watched the second one immediately after the first.
Okay.
I just thought it would be better, and it takes place like 2 minutes after the first one. So,
which one did you like more?
dude, they were both great. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that from Marvel at all. They're both great movies.
They're fantastic. What do you mean you didn't expect it? There's a reason it's like one of the most famous series.
I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't really expect it. Right.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with Marvel before I got into watching Marvel movies from this game was the fact that I just like 90% of the time there would just be this character that everyone in the theater was freaking out about, but I just had no idea. Right. So
yeah, you need some ball knowledge to fully understand.
Gambit, for example, in Deadpool and Wolverine. Again, I watched that movie. I enjoyed it. I had watched the previous 2 Deadpool movies, but I enjoyed it. But I didn't know who the heck was it. Like the X-Men? Is that what he's in? Or I still don't really know the X-Men.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So is it like I don't know.
He's like a mutant.
Yeah,
from
have you watched
X-Men.
Deadpool? Have you watched Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah.
Like that little squad that is that the X-Men or is it like part of the X-Men?
A couple of the characters are from the X-Men. It's not like all of the X-Men.
Oh,
but
it's just
it's like some ragtags. There's a lot of variations of the X-Men team.
Oh, is there?
Mhm.
Actually, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know. See,
Yeah.
I thought. Okay, is Magneto X-Men?
Yeah, he's like the main villain usually.
Where can I
Main like villain because
villain? Yeah.
yeah.
Where can I go to experience Magneto? Because like I need to.
Where at the X-Men movies?
The X-Men movies? Are there like 90 X-Men movies too? Like
There's
that for Marvel?
there's like 7 or 8.
Oh, it's 7 or 8? Oh,
yeah,
man.
but just watch like the first couple.
Okay, the first couple. Okay.
Yeah.
Like 6 or 7 movies, and then probably stop.
Yeah, sure, dude.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, you
Don't
know.
want to watch the 8th one. I had no other reason for saying
Yeah.
that. You know how it goes.
You were complaining about watching 8, but you want
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think I'll
6,
just
7.
watch
Yeah.
6, 7 movies, and then I'll just call it good.
yeah,
You know,
awesome, man.
You know how it goes. You know how it is.
Oh,
6,
God.
7 memes in the suit. This is just peak experience.
Yeah.
I want to shout out the University of Idaho for allowing me the chance to say 6, 7 memes on stream.
Yeah, that's. I don't think it.
Yeah,
The university wants you to thank you for them.
it's fine. True point.
Yeah, this could also be your last stream on. Now, you broke a sacred rule.
I did. I might have.
You broke it.
Yes.
That's the one thing.
Yes. I saw Phoenix out of Mysticism, who usually plays support over there, in the training lab. I saw Loki last night, so I don't know, or last
Well,
week. So
Mysticism in recent weeks has been playing a lot of duelists.
Yeah,
playing a lot
you're
of
right.
Namor
Yes.
and Hela are the main ones. We haven't seen too much Phoenix, so
Yes, we'll see. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. We haven't seen too many flyers in the comp. Did we saw?
we saw
Remind me, did we see-
Angela.
we did see Angela. Well, Angela's a Vanguard. I should say DPS.
Mhm.
DPS fly. Angela's the only.
Yeah, we
one, but-
don't really have a lot on our roster. The only one I've seen like multiple times is Iron Man.
Did see Iron
and
Man.
that's just a little bit of the time. So it just seems like not a lot of our team are comfortable playing flyers. So yeah, probably won't see that coming out from them this week, especially on the last week of the season. I'll be very surprised. They'll probably just
Sure,
play a
maybe
lot of the characters they are comfortable with.
Play a lot of characters. Just go out there and have fun, like usual. I don't know what. Let's talk a little comp here. So, it's interesting to me is that when I do see 3 support comp, which is kind of this, and if you're not aware of the updates, there's a joke going around now that 4 support is going to be meta because
Actually?
do you know Black Widow can heal now?
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
So the meta, I haven't seen it once in actual comp, but the meta now is that you have 4 supports with Black Widow being one of them.
GG Widow, no heals, bro.
GG Widow, yeah. GG, no Ultron, no DPS.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
God. Can't even heal me, Widow.
I know.
Your one job.
I think, okay, Widow can technically out-heal Ultron, I believe. Like, she's a
That-
better support.
Really?
I
That's
think she's
crazy.
I think she's technically.
Wait, is it just
yeah.
like a shot she shoots?
I'm pretty sure her
before
primary.
healing?
I'm pretty sure her like secondary fire can heal now. Maybe it's just her shot. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked too much into it. But anyway, I mentioned that because I see the 3 support conflict running kind of tends to be 3 main healers as opposed to what I like doing with 3 support, which is run 3 support, 1 DPS, but have that 3rd support be a DPSing support like Warlock or Ultron.
Yeah.
Right, and then the 2 tank setup. Right, I tend to see 3 main healers, which is interesting. It is a strategy that can work. Right, if your plan is to just go in and kind of out heal the opposition and just have your Groot stand in the front line, which does work. Right, you see it all the time. Maybe not in Ignite, but you see it in comp. Right, so
Yeah,
it's an
and
interesting strategy.
I mean, the primary healers, they usually have the better support ults rather than the like DPS healers. But yeah, I like stand with you with the fact that I kind of want the 3rd one doing heals and probably a bit more damage because you
DPS,
do
yeah.
have to cover up some of that damage you are losing out on. Unless if your Vanguards and Duelists are doing their job. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, hopping into map number 1
Right
in
into
this
bats.
best of 3 series.
Oh yes, you're also gonna see Penny just as absolutely busted now with that new ability we talked about last week. with the whole, the webs also heal
Yeah,
allies, you're going to see Penny a lot.
Wow.
Maybe not necessarily on domination, but I imagine defense on convergence, you'll 100% see Penny as one of the tanks.
I really like that change for Penny because I feel like that fits her character a lot, but I don't know if it's broken or not.
West Virginia's going to start with a Groot band. Does that mean there's 3 bands left, but does that mean we have potential to see an Emma Frost here out of PC Bat?
Oh, true. No, Big G's the Emma Frost player.
Oh, yeah,
PC Bat's usually playing Groot, so that Groot ban is countering PC Bat, what he usually plays.
Groot specifically, yeah, but I imagine if you just need the tank, I think PC's able to go Mag or Strange there.
Oh, and Emma Frost
Emma
is
Frost
kept.
with the save.
They are not risking it this week. It's been like 4 weeks in a row.
So we'll see Emma Frost in the first one from Big G. I hopped on Emma Frost a couple days ago for just the fun of it. I haven't played her before. Dude, she is busted if you can use her right. She's great.
Is that the grab and kick?
The grab and kick, right? So the grab.
That's such a satisfying combo.
It's so fun. And then kick into the wall, just absolutely nasty. It's great. Because you get extra damage if you hit into the wall. So
yeah.
On Brenin, Takala, it's a bit open, so you won't be able to get too much. Depends on what map it is.
Did you say Takala?
T'Challa?
Yeah,
T'Challa. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Again,
you gotta watch Black Panther. It's peak.
I do. I did actually watch it when it came out in theaters, but it was like 2018, so it was a long time ago.
He remembers movies from back then.
I don't know.
From all the way back then, 2018.
I watched Infinity War in middle school when it came out. If any of you watching the stream makes you feel old, I apologize. Yeah, I watched it way back then. Ooh, Black Panther ban. Okay.
Yeah, and Vandals are keeping Jeff as well. We've seen that save a lot recently, actually, in recent weeks. Mysticism playing Jeff, so other people like Fluffy Dino are going to have to step up into that duelist role. And Big G also could be playing some duelists. We'll have to see.
The always threatening Wanda getting banned. Sure, okay.
Emma Frost was kept. Of course, Big G is playing Emma Frost.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Lord Emma Frost goes hard.
Yeah, Toxic Ray Vix is hovering that magic and is going to select magic. We saw a little magic last week. Nothing too standout-ish, but maybe I wasn't paying attention enough.
So Magic Star-Lord. Magic's going to be the lone dive option for Idaho, which is okay. Dives aren't necessarily as
not Magic. 3 Vanguards? Is that what we're going for here?
Idaho.
Do we change? Okay, 3 Vanguards.
Okay, interesting idea, because Angela's going to want to DPS Vanguard.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if this works out. It could.
Idaho's trying something new here. I haven't seen many.
We'll see how this
Vanguard
goes.
Comps. I don't know if that's meta.
Absolutely not really, but this absolutely could work out because Angela's can totally DPS, right? So we'll see. It's almost like you kind of want to have Angela. I'm liking this idea because Emma has a bit of survivability and Magneto's just full shield. So that's 2 shields and an off tank. So they're just gonna go heavy DPS here. This is an interesting strategy. I'm liking it. Let's see if it works out, though. And then, of course, you'll have Star-Lord. Kind of get some dive options. Of course, Star-Lord is the old merchant, so
Star-Lord is going against a couple agents that are pretty good against him. Both Punisher and Namor are fairly good against Star-Lord, so we'll have to see how much value that Star-Lord does get on the side of Idaho. But, yeah, a lot of damage dealers for West Virginia. Two very heavy ones in Punisher and Namor, as I was saying. They got Magneto and Strange, so running that double shield setup. But PC Bats is getting pretty aggressive here and does take out Namor pretty fast. Good first pick for them.
Strange. Whoa. Good.
Yeah, Strange got super aggressive there. Toxic Ray finding one as well on that Angela. And okay, this 3 Vanguard comp working pretty good for Idaho so far, at least in that first fight.
It's a great move, and it's a pretty. To be fair, they're facing this is a pretty good team comp against to face this with because. Oh, okay. So Crackjack immediately switches to Psylocke.
Yeah, that
One
is
death as Moon Knight was enough. Okay.
a dive character. Idaho has struggled against some dive characters in the past. Just got to make sure to protect those supports in the back line. But right now, PC Bets and the rest of them are doing a good job of holding the choke point with 3 Vanguards. That's actually so much pressure on the front lines. As long as there's not too much going down with the heals in the back line, you should be alive.
Wesleyan is just oh there's one there, right? They're gonna ult on the point, but Wesleyan was just fine with letting that frontline action happen. No flanks
Yeah,
or
Rocket
nothing there.
is gonna survive that. I was gonna say you
man.
have to sacrifice. Oh my gosh, but Mysticism still gets the kill right there.
Nice, good move. I don't think you really want to sacrifice yourself because it's just a 1v1 trade. Mysticism took a risk there, but got the dub anyway. So what can you say?
A couple more kills on the side of Idaho. Still forcing Wesleyan College in their spawn.
Watch out for the crystal. Ah, good move.
Yeah, that crystal actually doing so much damage. The crystal, if you land that and consistently hit it, it does so much damage.
It's been my biggest
overall.
problem on Emma.
And oh
There you
man,
go.
just like that, 100% on the point. And wow, very great first round for Idaho. Not much I can complain, which is the first time I ever said that.
A 100-0 from Idaho. There's been a few times where it's been like they've played perfectly. That wasn't even necessarily 100% perfect there. There was a little bit of overextending. Mysticism could have hit that ult a little better, but it still worked out. I was going to say the ult problem, but Idaho also has 5 ults.
There are so many ults.
This is going to be great. Viewers at home, shield your eyes. A lot of colors are about to start flying on this point.
Epilepsy warning for viewers at home here.
I imagine either team is going to take the risk to maybe not pop all these ults.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's going to be a
lot
fight
of
for
these
point
ults
here. Yep.
in this first
They're
team
going
fight.
off. The exception of 2 support ults. I guess Jeff's isn't really a support ult, but you know, theoretically it can heal. You know,
This Emma Frost ult could be fairly big depending if he uses it on the right time, because that could cancel out all the other ults for the time being.
I was going to say
We'll
that.
have to see.
Okay, Salak. This Angela's strat has been working out very well for Idaho so far.
Yeah, someone on the Wesleyan, Dr. Strange, is fighting for this
Strange
control
mag.
point here. Support ult on the side of Idaho is out. Some others on the side of Wesleyan.
Oh boy.
Punisher has his ult, finding
goes
one
down.
on PC. Bats finding another. Just doing a lot of damage, and this went in the way of West Virginia Wesleyan College right here. The rest of Idaho has to go back in their spawn. That Punisher ult was so good, even with that Cloak and Dagger ult activated. Yeah. So I don't know if Idaho was fully staying in the ult, or if Cloak and Dagger did get picked off pretty fast right there.
Watch out for those. Yeah, I mean, credit to Punisher, popped that at the perfect time.
Yeah, and Idaho also used 3 ults of themselves right there.
So just 2v2 in the ult department. Wesleyan does have point.
Oh, Angela getting aggressive to get the Punisher in the back line. That is a huge pick here. Vandals trying to make a point.
Go for Cloak, nice.
Okay, one healer down for Wesleyan. Angela just putting so much pressure. This is so good from Toxic Ray right here. Angela versus Rocket.
Nice.
Gets the kill. Doing so much pressure while the team can capture that point, and Idaho is now gaining some percent.
And that's a great move too, because Rocket just needed to be taken out of the action there. The team fight was pretty much already won, so just any support being gone, right? Got the kill anyway, but great move there.
Yeah, Idaho taking an aggressive chokehold here, kind of like what they were doing that last capture point. Emma Frost ult.
Nice.
It's doing a decent amount of damage, just no kills can come of it. Scratch that. That crystal is showing you how much damage it can do. And a Cloak and Dagger ult to try and force their way onto the point. Oh, counter ult from Vandals.
That wasn't a force their way, that was a stand. Look at that defensive Cloak and Dagger ult. You like to see that. Oh, great shield by Emma. You saw that? The shield, the mag ult. Punisher goes off. Gets one, but it's taken out.
Yeah, Fluffy Dino has 2 of the ult, trying to get this rocket in the back. Does indeed. And Idaho is still holding on to this point. Now they have the lead here. They only have to hold Wesleyan probably 1 or 2 times to try and take this whole map. Wesleyan has to try and make something happen. They do have a Doctor Strange ult. Maybe Doctor Strange plus Namor ult could come into play here. This would be a juicy one now.
Yeah, this could still be a problem here. Are they going to do it? Oh, Angela ult. Not sure
Can
about
Angela
that
get
one.
out of there alive?
Yes.
Okay, does.
For now, yes. Good move. Namor goes, so we're not going to see that combo. Strange still has ult.
Yeah, Namor ult did pick off Fluffy Dino right there. So it did get its value indeed. Doctor Strange got way too pushed up right there. Idaho did punish him for that. And the overtime meter is active right now. Wesleyan College has to try and get in here.
Misses some whiff, but that's pretty much the only bad part for Idaho so far. Yeah, there goes Namor.
Yeah, Namor can't survive all that. Strange Portal's not going to have time to get there. And that is map number 1 for Idaho. And they got to be feeling good.
They're hyped up. We're hyped up, too. This is what it's all about. Brawler goes around congratulating. Now, let's talk about Wesleyan on that side. If Strange doesn't overextend there, they have a chance, right? But this is just what's so crucial in team shooters and more of our rivals is that Strange, and we saw that at the beginning, too. We saw that Strange went out too far, but right there, that was the costly mistake. Got to cut down on it. I know as a tank, you think you're invincible. I 100% do. That's my biggest problem on tank, but you're not always. I mean, you can go up, but make sure to stay in range of your healers. That's going to be an Idaho victory. First one of the season, and they'll see if they can continue to keep it going. It's a good start.
Yeah, kind of adding on to that, there was like 2 times that series I noticed that Doctor Strange pushing up, so it wasn't even the one-time thing. It happened multiple times, so you really got to be careful of that. Hopefully their team is calming that. But, man, the MVP performance for PC Bats here, going 14-2, but look at those deaths. Not a lot of deaths on the side of Idaho. The survivability is actually insane. Maybe that's what we needed, a 3 Vanguard comp.
I like the idea. Now, on the other side, West Virginia, look, you want your DPS to get the kills like the majority of them. You don't want them to be the only one to get kills, however. That is a problem. Especially, well, Mag Strange, that combo there. Don't really necessarily go for kills there, obviously. You're just going for shield.
Yeah.
But
Mag does do some pretty good damage.
They have potential, right?
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
with the Mag has the right click, and then Strange has kind of his whole kit, right? You kind of got a combo a little bit with Strange, but definitely has potential of damage, right? But kind of want to look for your supports to kind of go out and heal, or just because DPS was the carrier there, right? For the most part.
But I think what went wrong for West Virginia and Wesleyan College is what has gone wrong for us the past couple weeks, and that's not focusing on the supports in the back. The 3 Vanguards just put so much pressure on the front lines that they really can't get in the back to get those supports. You need some sort of dive character. That Psylocke wasn't really even getting that much value diving. So it's a tough situation for West Virginia. We'll have to see if they switch to some dive, because I think that is the counter to 3 Vanguards here. You can't just out-damage Vanguards. They are just going to survive all of that. But here's some awesome replays. This first capture point especially highlighted Idaho's ability to team play and just a great play calling. They've always had some pretty good play calling.
They've had great plays, right? Yeah, Mike McDonald level plays there. Sometimes just being out executed, but yeah. Great plays there. I think
this 1v1 was awesome to watch.
I mean, to be fair, Angela probably should have gotten that a little quicker, but it doesn't matter, right? Your objective for team play, right, is to just get the support out of that fight, and that was what happened there. I think Wesleyan just needs to get a little bit more creative this week, right? It was kind of incohesive, kind of a lack of coordination, right? You saw both tanks kind of pushing up and DPS and support kind of sitting back at all times. You don't really want to see that. You want to be a coherent team. Now, we can probably talk that this team probably hasn't had enough time to play as opposed to Idaho. They do have, I'm not sure if they call them no contests or forfeits, but they do have 2 games that just didn't end up happening. So I'm not sure how that happens. They didn't get losses, right? So it's not a forfeit. I guess just no contest.
Yeah, I don't know if it's rescheduled or not, or if they'll count as like forfeit since both teams didn't play. I don't fully know about that, but what I do know is we're going to map number 2, baby, in this best of 5 series here.
Man, I love this map.
We'll have to see what the bans are this time around, if either team is switching some bans up.
Okay.
Luna Snow is going to be the first ban once again for Idaho. Idaho always keeps their first ban. They stick with it. Emma Frost getting banned.
That wasn't even the big... I mean, Big G was making plays there, especially with that Emma Frost ult, which was a great time to pop that. But that wasn't really the biggest contributor there, I think. Kind of just, I mean, you know, obviously you want to get that ban out of the way.
There was a lot of threats, so
there,
they just had to choose their threat, and they chose Emma Frost.
Save Hella. Sure, why not? We'll see how the aim holds.
Yeah, Hella was banned last time, so...
Oh, please do Spider-Man. Come on. I want to see Spider-Man. It would be so fun.
Yeah, I am so down to see some Spider-Man action here. Okay, Magneto is going to be saved, so that's actually going to help out both teams. They both want to play Magneto. I don't fully know if I like that Magneto save, just because West Virginia did ban Emma Frost, and I don't think they would double ban a Vanguard back-to-back, especially since they played Magneto, but
maybe. They had a good thing going with Mag kind of being the anchor of the team on the Idaho side.
And that was a ban skip. Idaho ran out of time right there. But, oh, man, correct me. There is 2 Vanguard bans back-to-back.
Yeah, great bans by West Virginia. They want to get rid of that 3 Vanguard strat. Idaho's going to probably go traditional 2-2-2 here if I had to guess. Save on... Oh, okay. Save on Sue, too. Yeah, so we'll probably see that. Ooh, this could be tricky. Idaho's got to remember that they're going to have to flex with all the, you know, the ban rounds going. They got to say
Psylocke going ban. Okay, they really don't want that dive at all.
Understandable.
They saw a little bit of Psylocke and were like, we don't even want to risk it. We don't want to risk it. But last ban for West Virginia here. What's it going to be? Probably a support.
Watch them ban 3 Vanguards.
That would be insane.
Okay, Jeff. Understandable. Understandable. Good bands pretty much all around, except for Idaho with the skip.
Yeah,
happens to the
best. I'm not the biggest fan of that.
I'm not really the biggest fan of the no skip right there. You know, I mean, you can get utility out of Black Widow. You know,
you can heal. You can heal. That's
you can heal with Black Widow. I'm actually excited to see the day where Black Widow becomes like viable. It would be so fun. She is technically viable if you have like the aim of a
You just have to
god,
be the GOAT.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you do see a Black Widow in your lobby, you know you're cooked, right? But okay, yeah. So just oh, hang on. Oh, Toxic Ragbit's gonna choose again. Goes to Rocket. So is that 1, 2, 2 DPS? I got solo tank right now. Yes. So they're gonna go. They're gonna go the comp special with 3 DPS, 2 heals.
Wow, so going from 3 Vanguards to 3 Duelists and 1 Vanguard.
Well, it's not a terrible idea on defense. They're on offense. Never mind. Okay, this is an interesting strat. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
They just want to out-damage them, which is fair, but do keep yourself in check. That can come back to bite you if you're not actually getting the damage out of it.
West Virginia has a relatively similar comp from that last match, except they have a Hella now. Hella plus Namor combo is a pretty devastating duelist combo. It does a lot of damage, especially to anything that flies. But here we go. Idaho already making some space on point. Scarlet Witch is going to get so much damage, especially with this Doctor Strange team up. We have seen this before. Doctor Strange super low right there. The sports really got to focus on Doctor Strange, especially since
I think it's
their only Vanguard.
They're pocketing him, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Big G getting the first pick right here.
Good hit.
And West Virginia is getting pushed back. Winter counteracts that pick with a pick of his own, evening out the numbers.
These hella mirror matches. Actually, I'd say in favor of West Virginia so far. Not too much has happened, except for, the first kill. But
Oh, Dr. Strange getting really down and dirty in there. But this cart is just continue to being pushed here, making its way towards that checkpoint. And two support ults for both teams is just going to completely cancel it out. I love this point of the match.
Yeah, anyone want to get some lunch while we wait for these to disappear? There it goes.
Yeah. Oh man, get
Bats
that
gets out of there a
shield
little
up.
low. That's fine.
Okay, and could
Gets one.
okay, it gets
That's fine. Just wanted
support, but oh man, Rest
Nope.
Idaho goes down. Yeah, Doctor Strange was focused on that ult, and no one focused the Doctor Strange, and instead West Virginia focused the backline to Idaho and just did a good job taking them out. I really like that play from them.
Yeah, definitely. Bit of more team awareness there from Strange that popped it at the right time. Could have got more value there if the team was there to, kill some enemies. Vibing straight on that point. West Virginia does have control of the cart, obviously, from that team fight.
Oh,
Don't know why I said
messes
that.
up the ability. The high
Watch
ground here
Namor.
is so big, and I don't really like that from Mysticism right there. You don't want to get that aggressive as Namor. You probably want to hold that high ground.
Yeah, not quite the idea. Down. The good thing about being on attack close to spawn is that the fight can be rejoined pretty quickly. So, okay, hella ults, and then Juan is going to go. This could be a problem. Not
Doesn't
close enough.
hit anyone.
Nah, I needed to be close enough. That could have been trouble. It was good positioning to do it, but enemies were just too far out of it.
Okay, here's a hella ult. I don't believe there's any support ults to try and counter
Dang.
this. Gets
Nope, no
two
support.
with
Gets
it.
taken out, though. Idaho does recap point.
Oh, yeah, there's no supports left for Idaho. This is just going to be easy pickings.
Okay, good shots,
Or
good shots.
maybe not.
Nope, goes
PC
out.
Bats is alive.
Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute.
Where's the rest of West Virginia? I guess they also got
They did
taken
get taken down,
too.
yeah.
PC Bats all alone on point. His team is just now coming in. But, man, that is big for Idaho. The point is getting that much closer to the checkpoint. They just need one more inch. But West Virginia comes in here and recaptures it,
Back off,
pushing
back off,
Idaho
off.
back.
Oh, we only got a minute left, though. Okay. And this is, man, this is what's so fun about Rivals, right? You saw that they lost that one team fight, and they haven't really been able to get a full 6-on-6 going here.
Yeah, PC
I just
Bats
hold
is
back for a minute. You don't have
on
too much time
site
left.
here.
Yeah, but Bats, no.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah,
Now
stay
they're going to
back
have
there.
to wait for a strange portal, I believe, to try and
30
make
seconds.
anything
Oh.
happen. Big G gets taken out right there. And, yeah, this is going to be a big portal play. This is going to be what decides if Idaho can capture this checkpoint or
We'll go
not.
Strange Portal. 12 seconds on point, so they'll have enough time here. Oh, immediately. No. Okay, never mind.
Ult.
Two Invisible Woman shields there, so
Yeah,
Wraith
great
gets
support
down.
ult from West Virginia
yeah, great
here.
move there. Save that immediately. Yeah, just great ult management there.
Going in the
OT,
way of-
Dino's going to go down.
Wesleyan right
Oh,
here. Huge Doctor
great
Strange
move.
ult. There goes down. Both supports for Idaho. Overtime bar
Not
is
gonna
active.
do anything.
And it's going right on down. And what a great hold from West Virginia Wesleyan College right there.
Yes. Great, yeah, just great holds. No panic ults there on West Virginia. And when the Strange Portal was there, they were ready for it. You know, that's kind of the new meta is to save your Strange for the last minute to Portal there. But they were ready for it. They popped up Invisible Woman Shield. That kind of negated the Strange ult from PC Bat, right? I think maybe you want to try and hold off on that until... I understand, right? Because you want to hit that, you know. You're just so used to that muscle memory, right? Of just, you know, portaling in and then immediately hitting ult. It works, right? But... with the comms of this West Virginia team, we'll see. Now, this is not an impossible hold at all.
It's pretty hard.
It is pretty hard, though, especially on this map. This part of the map, I should say at least, is kind of defender-sided, but I don't know. I'd say it's more neutral, honestly. Both teams can get value.
I mean, I'd say it's more defender's side until they get up
you know,
there. Yeah, there's a couple hard sections, a couple easy sections.
Yeah, I mean, you know, kind of it gets harder as you get into the spawn. That's kind of the idea of these maps, but
Yeah, but Idaho has to play this defense pretty
This is
mistake-free. Maybe one team kill.
If I'm Idaho, I would have typed winnable. And the mistake that just killed them was the staggering there at the end. Or not the end, but pretty much that whole round after they lost that one team fight. They were really cohesive. They were really good getting onto the point, doing that right. But then they lost the team fight. And then, yeah, they're just kind of staggered the whole time. Just got to work on that.
Yeah, a lot of the support ults as well from both teams. Just the Cloak and Dagger point, they're all the other Cloak and Dagger point.
Yep.
There's a lot of mirror ults matching them, so not a lot of ults getting a ton of value. But oh man, Mag with a pick already on the Fluffy Dino is gonna get revived by a Rocket. But Wesleyan College is already putting up so much pressure right now. PC Bats finding one. Toxic Ray getting really far in here, trying to pick off that Mag, trying to out-damage the heals, but Mag is going to be alive here, but they are still attempting this. Cloak and Dagger doing some DPS.
Oh, great move to get out of that, too. Surrounded out. They're holding this. It always feels like that timer is like 5 minutes too long whenever you're on defense. Still 3 minutes left.
Oh,
ooh,
okay.
Kill. Good hit in
Fluffy
there.
Dino getting picked off again so far. The only one that Idaho to get picked off, and it has been twice. Support ults for both
we're right back to it.
But that Cloak and Dagger one is going to stay a little bit longer. Idaho does have to back up a little bit,
Yeah,
respect the ult.
That'll be a take from West Virginia. Watch out here, especially since Wesleyan only needs to get this far. One total lost team fight, like an ace will be the end of this, so gotta watch out for that. I prioritize survivability.
Oh man, PC Bats getting one Mag ult, doesn't find anything, but two of West Virginia is down right now. They are super close to spawn, so I don't think it matters, but if Idaho keeps staggering the way they do, this is looking pretty good on defense so far. 2 minutes left to hold here.
He's kind of poking right now, which is fine. Doing all right. 2 minutes left and barely moved.
Yeah, they have struggled in past weeks on defense, showing that they are capable of defending when the time does come. It's Strange ult.
Good one.
Gets
and
Magneto.
DPS, though. Not enough. Oh, there we go. Gets one.
Okay, they
good.
do damage their way through that. Couple picks. 2 turret picks from Namor. A third one Namor gets. A fourth one Namor gets. Namor just absolutely popped off for West Virginia here. And Idaho might go down. Great pull from Invisible Woman as well. Just go down if you're Strange here. You don't want to stagger that much, especially since you're Strange. You have the portal. I would have liked to see him go down a lot faster right there for Idaho, but I think they have time. Are they going
to move forward? Let's see. I think that is portal. Yep, they're not moving. Oh, no. Okay, the supports are in front, which is an issue.
Okay, they support directly
I see why.
Site.
We got double supports on both teams here.
Oh, man, and Winter actually gets a pick throughout the support ults. I don't even know how that happened. And he's going to hella ult as well. Namor ult comes into play, not getting too much damage. Idaho getting a couple picks on the board here.
Offensive mag ult, interesting. Okay, gets one.
Gets Rocket. Idaho pushing them back right here. PC Bats finds another, going for this Doctor Strange, and the rest of his team can support him. Doctor Strange doesn't have any healing of his own and is going to get taken down. 10 seconds remaining on the clock.
What a move, right?
I don't think Doctor Strange on the side of West Virginia has time to respawn and portal, and that is going to be the match right there.
Incredible hold from Idaho.
Wow. That was the definition of lock in right there.
That was right there. Right. And there was a time I would have been completely discouraged after I saw Namor take 5 or 4 out with one turret in one play. That was crazy. Great rebound there. And I was initially wondering why the supports were in front right there, but you saw it was because C&D was going to go in and ult on that, and that stalled for just enough time for the tanks to do. And double shields on defense, too, and it worked out perfectly. Man, what a great play to stay on that. And Idaho's going to take another map here.
Yeah, that was a match. All right. Yeah, that Namor for the side of West
Absolutely
Virginia.
disgusting. That was a play right there.
Yeah, that hero play almost brought them back in the game, but I did say Idaho could afford one team kill, but that's about it, and that's what they did.
That's all they got, yep.
That's all they did, and it worked out for them. Defense really hasn't gone in the way of them in past weeks, but this week, their defense is actually what won them this match right here.
Defense was holding well, and it wasn't for lack of trying on the Wesleyan side. Again, the Neymar play was crazy. I'm still going over that. It's a great when it happens, but DPS isn't, you're not going to take out 4 at once. That's great when it does happen, but man, what a play there. I hope that was clipped so we can see that again. It had to be, right? Love the replay, guys. But yeah, just the rest of this, too. The poking was great from Idaho's side, too. Getting value out of it as opposed to just launching your projectiles in. This was a great snipe on the other side. Bang.
Bang. Clearing up some low players. Fluffy Dino did get picked off a little more than what Idaho would want, I would say. Got picked off like at least 4 or 5 times as the initial frag in the engagements, and you don't want to see that out of your Scarlet Witch, who has a lot of mobility to work with to get out of a tough situation.
Yep. Just in the game called Real Life, in this game, your life is the most valuable thing, and you would like to cut down on those early picks if you'd like, but other than that, great effort. You saw here was slandering Mag's damage potential, and then, okay, yeah, all right, cool, yeah, just go ahead and just snipe both supports for me. Just love it, right?
Yeah.
It's doable.
I'm loving the aggression of our Idaho tanks right here. They just continue to push, and it's not like dumb pushes. It's very smart, strategical pushes. They are picking some good times to try and put on that pressure, but we are going into match number 3. Idaho on game point of the series here. West Virginia Wesleyan trying to stay in it. We'll have to see what these bans are. Emma Frost is going to get banned immediately. Sorry, Big G. You won't be playing it.
I mean, it was a good thing last time. It was great comp right there. It worked out anyway.
Psylocke being kept on the side of West Virginia. They want to try this dive. It seems like they really like that Psylocke.
You made good points with the tanks. I think that's been the difference so far, is that this is being won on the front line. The Idaho tanks have out-tanked so far, and not just in like soaking up damage, right? But being able to go off, get that damage, get that DPS, and make space and lose space when needed, right? You saw that those 2 pullbacks from Idaho worked out pretty well, and West Virginia's would like to have an answer for that in this round.
West Virginia had a couple hero plays with Namor last map, so Idaho just goes out and bans Namor right away.
Yeah, fair point. Angela bans too. Oh man, that was such a cool strat too.
Yeah, it was actually really entertaining to watch.
Come on, stop making good bans. We want to have fun. Come on, man.
Yeah, there's no other characters we can have fun in this game with at all. There's such a lack of characters.
There's just such a lack of characters in this game, gosh, like they keep adding a hero every month. Like, gosh, it's just the no save from West Virginia.
Yeah, no save. What's worse, a no ban or no save? I think no save.
No save,
yeah.
because you only get 2 of them, right? Save Magneto. Interesting strategy there, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off on the no save there. We're just kidding, of course. That means they ran out of time, in case you didn't pick that up.
Yeah.
Punisher ban? Okay. Had some good plays in that first domination map. That ult in particular can be troublesome if you're right into it.
Yeah, Idaho taking away 2 damage dealers while West Virginia's going for the Vanguards. The Vanguards have been an issue for them.
Strange ban, watch it. Nah, you don't ban Strange. Okay, Rocket ban. Understandable.
Wow, usually Idaho's the one banning Rocket, but this time around, Rocket actually got some good value for Idaho.
Definitely did,
on the Rocket revives. Big G got revived a couple times there. That's what kind of saved Idaho on that defense right here. But here we go. Spider-Man!
Yes!
Yes! No! Please select no! Silence.
Okay. So
Yes!
Black Panther. Oh my gosh, dude, pick a dive.
Oh, and you choose Wanda.
Oh, that's
you
for
pick
Wanda.
you pick all those cool characters, and you're like, you know what? I'll play Wanda.
Bro, they
my
knew. Come on, man.
What are you doing?
That's all right. Hey, you can definitely still get value out of Wanda. Honestly, I kind of like that comp because that's gonna be a solo dive effort, which is doable. But no, I do kind of like to stay back here, especially on defense.
Yeah, fairly similar comps, kinda in a way. They
Double
got-
shields in Idaho.
Yeah, well, double shields for both teams, a Wanda for both teams.
I guess you can.
Same healers for both teams. It's literally only Hela and Star-Lord are the differences in these team comps.
Well, Hela was there for a good portion on West Virginia too. So Star-Lord again on the first map. So we're just gonna see more of the same. Let's see. Like to see that, so you don't have to.
Basically a mirror match. I do kind of like these matches a lot.
Yes. Oh man, I love that it's so much different from ranked. Just watching, ECAC and all the comments you can see and the plays that you can pull off. It's so fun to see.
So well coordinated.
Okay, immediately into a strange portal.
Oh wow! I haven't seen that strange portal. It usually goes up top and the back, but
so the idea there is that this is very defender sided on this cap. The idea is there they just want to go for this cap. I would have waited for a couple team fights to wait for that, but oh, hang on. It's not working in Idaho's favor right now, but can Strange get another one to even this team fight out?
Winter finds a pick on Mysticism, another Vandal going down. It's going to be hard for Toxic Ray. Just, go on down. Don't stagger too much.
Little aggressive on the Strange Portal. I would have waited on that to maybe have a support ult too. But that's all right. Still a lot of time.
I'm okay with the very first play being a Strange Portal because
it's not the end of the world.
Then you'll be able to Strange Portal
you'll be able to
again on point.
That is true. You do bring up a good point. You
I just would have liked it up top, I think.
Yeah, I think there was a problem. Because that's just kind of, you don't want him to walk right into you,
Yeah, but the double shields trying to take charge for Idaho. Toxic Ray almost going down there. Does get healed back up.
Great
a
push
trade happens. Mysticism ulting onto site here is going to get countered by Invis ult. And Idaho is making the play for this site here. Doing some crazy damage to Applejacks right there.
Where are you going?
Both supports down on the side of West Virginia. Idaho could capture the point here. They get to 2 sections.
This is going to be a stagger, so even if they don't cap, they're going to cap here. It's a 3v6. Oh, yeah. So they'll cap here. Wait for the rest of the team, guys.
Oh, man. Toxic Ray is getting aggressive. Big G actually.
This is a good move to get aggressive, too. Yeah, because this is a stagger here. Easy stagger, too. Okay, good pushback. Hopefully they'll stay. Man, I don't know. They can't, they obviously can't tell that it's a. I mean, they kind of can, They don't have the walls like we do. So maybe the pushback there is a good idea.
Wanda up top here could get caught out. Yeah, you gotta be a bit careful.
Just a good is that double tank too? Ooh.
Okay, support ult is gonna just straight up counter that Hela ult. This could do some damage. No. Oh, got pushed back.
Nice.
Oh, man. What a great pushback from Invis Woman right there on the side of Idaho. That Strange ult not really getting any value. Big G finds 2 with their Sky Witch ult. Fluffy Dino also ulting. So they just use so many ults right there.
They're going to chase down Hela, but yeah, Hela's doing the smart. Is staying there. Okay, that's fine too.
Yeah, Idaho used a lot of ults here in West Virginia. If they can make it to point before this checkpoint, have a lot of ults to work with. Good healing from Cloak and Dagger, making sure that the tanks are up. It looks like Idaho's actually doing a ton of damage. Not a lot of heals coming in for West Virginia, or can't heal it,
guys,
at least.
This isn't quite working. Okay, although, Cloak and Dagger ult right on the point. The door is open there on the second point there, so
yeah, they did just straight up get to checkpoint. Great job from Idaho putting on pressure in the doorway so that West Virginia couldn't get on. Idaho continuing to get some picks. Oh, man. Wanda trying to do some damage. Hella looking for heals. GG no heals, says Hella.
Bro, it's isolated. Come on.
And Idaho is continuing this staggering streak alive. West Virginia just needs to calm down, back up, and regroup.
Wanda, oh my goodness, Wanda. Does Wanda have ult? Oh, Wanda does have ult. Okay, so watch, Wanda's ult's going to go for a second here.
West Virginia's also been holding on to a lot of ults. This could be massive.
No!
He goes down
snipe
before.
By Strange.
Oh, man. Okay, support ults from both teams. Oh, that was a double support ult from Idaho, actually. So, not as effective as it could be. Winter hella ulting, but Dr. Strange is just shielding, keep safe. But Winter does find one in the back. So many ults coming into play. So many trades as well.
Goodness.
Toxic Ray just
Still
trying to get this Magneto.
You had a time to calm down, but you had to calm down. Oh, man. Okay, Idaho does need to regroup here a second, though. Ray, maybe not.
Yeah, get right out of there, Ray. You need heals, dog.
Maybe not. There's.
Oh yeah, there's anti-heal.
Okay, calm down for this third point here. Idaho's kind of getting staggered here a little bit too. We'll wait for tanks there. Play a little conservative. Yep. They're just waiting for the poke. Good move there. Waiting for Mag and Strange to get back. For now.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 with not much space left to go. West Virginia really has to be very precarious on this defensive hold here.
They can definitely prevent a 3 here. They have the moves to do it.
Idaho does have both duelist ults right now. Meep with a support ult. I'm not sure if that was fully effective. It wasn't there to counteract any ults, and now Idaho can freely use a lot of duelist ult.
Yeah, you can pop it to get space. It was kind of not the best one, but you'll get value out of support ults pretty often. Yep, there it goes. That could be costly. We'll see.
Invis
Big
ult.
G's gonna go, gets one.
Oh, Big G also finds one as well. 2 of West Virginia is down. Applejacks with the ult of their own. Oh, got stunned! Oh no, that must feel so bad if you're Scarlet Witch. Big G getting 2. Psylocke finding one with their ult, but it's going to be hard to stay alive, especially as a Psylocke on point here. Dr. Strange super low. Okay, Fluffy Dino with the ult. This is going to do so much damage. Idaho is pushing, trying to get 0.67 meters to go. 0.67.
All right. They're pretty close.
Can Idaho do it?
Oh my goodness.
Idaho gets it done. Oh man. 0-3 right there. Idaho fully pushes the point. First time all season on offense that they do that.
My ears, man. Okay. Man, I had like a great analysis there, but I kind of lost it when you started. The problem.
Sorry, I just had to do like my job, you know. I had to like call out what was happening.
The problem with West Virginia there in that aspect was that they were staggered for a lot of it, right? But near the end, Idaho the staggering battle's kind of been the big issue in this match. But Idaho was able to recover from the stagger. The big difference there was that when Idaho was staggered, both tanks were down in that last kind of fight there. They didn't completely just retreat, but they did poke a little to get more ult out of that, or to get charge for the ults. You know what I mean? But West Virginia, Wesleyan wasn't really doing that. You'd like to see that more.
Yeah, they're changing up the duelists, trying something new with Storm and Bucky. But another thing on the side of West Virginia from that last or on defense right there is they were kind of holding on to their ults. I noticed a couple of times they had the ult advantage, but only used a couple of them and kept on to the others. So I would like to see them use those ults a bit more faster once they get them. Applejacks with a very early pick on the opposing Invis woman. Oh man, Magneto getting pretty low for Vandal. Stuck in the corner, is going to get picked off. Okay, West Virginia starting this offense very strong right now. Storm doing so much damage, getting the heals they need. And it's a 6v3 onto site right here. Magneto getting aggressive. Mysticism goes down.
Cap.
Vandal's kind of getting staggered. Got to back up here.
A little bit. They kind of want to prevent
Oh,
the
that
cap,
hook
but yeah,
hits a
good move.
rock.
Staying at that. Oh, watch out, PC. Yep, gets back. Just doing some poke. They will take easily here, though, so watch out. It's not over yet. Pretty easy take, and PC's low.
That was a really easy take on the side of West Virginia right there. And they're continuing the pressure. I don't know why Magneto is getting so aggressive here. PC Bats is really having faith in his healers.
Yeah, he's
man.
getting healed. Is getting pocketed.
Okay, some ult farming happening. Storm freshly got the ult. Oh, a lot of people starting to get their ults active here. This is a pretty crazy choke point sometimes, so could have to be forced to use a couple ults if you're on offense right now. No ults have gone down.
5. Okay, there go. Yeah, there goes C&D.
Yeah,
Two
to
counter
take
ults on the other
some
side, though.
space.
So 2 support ults, so just a little poking going on in the meantime.
Oh, both the duelists on the side of West Virginia getting
Nope.
some crucial picks. Storm
Good pick.
finding so much value on the side of West Virginia. I mean, they have like 2 pretty good duelists to try and counter a Storm. Just haven't been. Maybe good movement. But Idaho has to retreat right here. They are going to get staggered some more. Mysticism does go down.
Yeah, hang on here. This is the defensive problem, though, right? Is that, you know, you kind of want to stay in the fight at all times, which is understandable.
Fluffy Dino with the
Oh,
ult.
gonna get canceled out. Good move. Good move holding on to that. Yeah, just gonna get value out of it.
Oh, I'm not so sure about this counter invis ult from Idaho. I think
Yeah,
could have
listen.
got a little more value.
Yeah, because this is the problem here. Now Storm has ult. You got to watch out for that. Only getting...
Oh, might get
Watch
the
out.
second support. Oh, man, does a
Oh, my
good job
goodness, they're all
dodging
going
and
out now.
weaving. They're using everything to take down the support, but they can't. Good survivability right here. A trade going through. It's a 5v5 onto point.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, a Bucky ult comes into action. Only finding one. Can't seem to chain
gets
it.
None, actually. That's a pretty big whiff, too. That was a good spot to get some
No,
damage
he
there.
got one. He got one.
Oh, did you get one?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Toxic Ray solo. No heals on the side of Idaho. They are all down. And they
Scrimmage
are
is
just
one
going to
in the
have
fight
to
right now.
sacrifice
They're
this
gonna have to go to 2.
checkpoint.
Well, that's why you get 3. Because West Virginia does need to fully cap to go to overtime even.
Yeah, and as of right now, Idaho has yet to put a stop to this push. Magneto frontlining for West Virginia, taking a ton of damage, could go down here. Does a good job backing off with good heals on the side of West Virginia. Mysticism does a support ult, countered by one of West Virginia's. And yeah, we've been seeing a lot of these support ults countering other support ults, not so much countering duelist ults, so they are getting a lot more value. Big G whiffs on his Scarlet Witch ult. Okay, Idaho making some space in this tunnel here. Just a lot of ult farming happening right now.
Perfectly fine. Now, 4 on West Virginia, 3 on Idaho's side.
PC Bats gets a nice pick. Winter with a pick of their own.
Uh-oh.
I have Agamotto
Can't get
in the
anything,
back
though.
lines, but it's only him. He can't do too much damage. Toxic Ray, yeah. Maybe if a teammate followed along with him, they could have done some damage. Maybe took out support right there. Mysticism gets a kill onto Magneto. One Vanguard down for West Virginia, but every time Idaho gets a pick, Winter gets a pick of their own.
And then and then Bucky ulted in the ult. Okay, interesting strategy. You can get value out of that,
PC
right?
Bats somehow
Yes.
finds Meep right there through the chaos. Good mag counter to counter that C&D ult, and the first team kill on this defender side for Idaho.
Yeah, well, if Bucky wanted value out of that ult, you needed to do it and then push out the supports from that shield. That is how you counter that. But it just didn't. Yeah, just wasn't able to get it done. Good moves by the supports just to stay inside.
Yeah, Storm has their ult once again for West Virginia. Idaho needs to make sure they hold on to a support ult against that Storm ult. It offers too much value, but here is the Storm ult, and it is countered. Okay, perfect. That was a great play from Idaho. A support ult from West Virginia also goes down. Another ult. Toxic Ray, can he find value with this one? Does indeed. All the ults on the side of Idaho, they just popped like 4 ults right there. Make it, it was 4 ults.
Yep.
But that completely clears them out.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you cannot let Bucky pick you off like that. That's fine though. They're just going to be staggered a little.
Yeah, less than 2 minutes on the clock for West Virginia to try and push this to overtime. They have a bit more ults than the Vandals. They have 3 they're about to have. Gotta start using some.
Whoa.
Magneto gets a bit too aggressive there. And the rest of the team follows behind. Bucky finds one with his ult. Vandals winning the numbers game.
Here we go.
Storm with a crazy ult. Oh, what a tornado.
Wanda.
Wants to pick off Wanda as well, and does. Gets the 5K.
The 5K. Oh, man, that Storm ult, especially in this chokehold. Perfect time to use that. West Virginia's fighting. We could see OT here. One more team win, and they'll have it.
We definitely could. They can't beat Idaho's time, but they can force overtime.
Yeah,
support ults coming in
Idaho
here.
Advantage. Idaho advantage on OT, so not ideal, but you'd like to get to OT anyway. Anything can happen.
Oh, BC Bats to counter the C&D ult. That's going to be huge.
Great.
BC Bats finds 2.
Great tank move there. That's what you want to do.
But 2 on the side of West Virginia as well.
1. Oh, man.
West Virginia's actually winning this exchange thanks to Storm, who gets 3 kills.
Oh, great counter. Oh, what a stall.
Wait, Storm somehow dodges the Doctor Strange ult right here. I don't know how Toxic Ray is alive. No. Big G comes in, gets 2. Applejacks gets Toxic Ray fixed. Big G on site trying to hold it. We are in the overtime. Everybody.
Phase. Man, what a hold right here.
Big G has ult that they can work with. Storm
overtime
also has ult. They don't have time. The Strange Portal. And Idaho wins it. 3-0 in the series, the first win in the ECAC League.
Bang! You love to see that. And what a victory, too. A great stand. That was kind of the problem with the mental, is that they would get into one hole, and then the entire match would be dictated by it. But there, they got into 2 struggles, that Namor huge play, and then that Storm huge play on the side, too. There were big plays going there from West Virginia Wesleyan. But they were able to just calm down and take it, and that's what gets them the victory here tonight. What an effort by this Idaho. Man, I can't wait to see them next season. I guess next semester, right? That's next season, right?
Yeah, next season, next semester. Yeah. Mysticism does get MVP for Idaho.
32 and 7.
52K healing is insane.
52K healing.
That is insanity.
And still 10 final hits.
My goodness.
That's a deserved MVP right there.
Yeah, 50K healing.
50K healings, and the big thing there has had more kills and more final hits than Fluffy Dino on the DPS side. What a performance there by Mysticism. That was a granted MVP. However, I do really think that it was still the tanks there that was kind of maintaining that struggle and that fight. Double shield I've always found interesting on defense. Maybe I'm just wrong, but I've always found it interesting. But Idaho was playing that perfectly, pretty much every time. And and on the West Virginia side, you saw it there again, just kind of overextending. It wasn't really being too conservative. It was being too aggressive, which you do see a lot. But that was kind of the downfall. They almost had that. That would have been so hyped to see this overtime. It would have been Idaho advantage anyway, but it would have been so great. Yeah, we see some of these replays. That was closely fought. It's West Virginia's thing again. That was not really a 3.
Wait. Oh, that's a replay. Oh man, I got scared. I was like, there's another round. What?
I was about to go like, what?
Oh yeah, the Storm got so much value.
That was a heck of a play.
If West Virginia did push that point to 3.
Dude,
It would have been
Penta?
all thanks to Storm right there.
I
Storm.
thought that was a 6 IQ, but somebody else might have been down. That might
It
as well
is
have
5K.
been.
It was
5.
5K.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was a 6, but I guess not. Might as well have been a team ace, right? But basically, it was. Now, how often do you see the solo aces in Marvel Rivals? Right, that's a little Valorant playbook for you there.
True.
You
Yeah,
know,
you
right?
don't
Yeah.
see too much, especially with all the support ults that you have and everything. But man, let's go Idaho getting their first win on the series. And you want to know what else is a win?
What?
Well, a win is when you get to drink Monster Energy. Monster Energy because it keeps you fueled. It tastes delicious. It's relatively cheap. It's just a great drink all around. It's everything you need in a drink. So why not get the Monster? Let the Monster loose.
Yes. And also, I was having some laggy internet the other night in my dorm. Shout out to EDU Rome. A real shout out to Ziply Fiber. If I had that, I would not have had laggy internet. Ziply Fiber always hooking us up. Again, we appreciate both of these sponsors for helping out the program and helping out this Marvel Rivals team get their first win. Man, that was fun. That was the most fun I've had all year, this entire year.
That was awesome. That was so
great.
hyped.
Yep. I can't. We're just waiting to see, man, just the story of watching this team go from a quick play team to just the cohesive plays that we saw and just everything that we saw in between. Man, I'm so excited to see what they can do next season. And, yeah, it was certainly a fun match. But I think that is going to do it for us. Oh, scratch that. Not for us. We'll have something for you guys in a minute. But
yeah, it's a surprise. It's a surprise.
It's a little surprise, yeah. But I do want to talk about that, right? What do you think was the big difference between that first game you saw against U Michigan Flint, right? All the way back in October. Oh my goodness. Man, I feel old just from that. To
yeah,
right? October.
We're
wow.
so old now.
Yeah.
We're old men.
To November. Yeah, dude, like October 2025 nostalgia, you know, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, what is the big difference that you were seeing from this team from the start of the year to this win right here?
The biggest to me is the ult usage. The ult usage that was brilliant from both teams. I'd say that map. But Idaho back in the day, sometimes the supports just ulted when it was like one or two people remaining. It was just like a last ditch effort ult. But now they are smartly using the ults to counter the opposing team's ults. And that's really what won them. Ult usage is such a big thing for Marvel Rivals. If you don't have good ult usage, you can't see that much success in team fight scenarios. So I really like that. I think the role swapping a lot did help. We kept the Vanguards, but a lot of supports and duelists, they did do some changearoos, and they just found what worked the best throughout the season. And that's what I really like about our team, is that they're adapting. They're not trying the same old thing.
Yep, adapting, getting better, just going out there, playing their best effort every time, right? I think, at the beginning against UM Flint, we were seeing panic ults all over, solo ults, not doing anything. Strange, popping Eye of Agamotto to one person, and to 6 people, 1v6, and then at the end, in this game, we've just seen the evolution of this team. It's been so much better. And it's just been so much fun to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Even though it wasn't playoffs and we won't be making playoffs, hey, that's a great game to end it on.
This semester.
This semester.
Stay tuned.
Watch out for next semester. Watch out for next.
Out. You never know.
Yeah, and this was their first semester as a team.
First semester as a true team, yeah.
I don't think they even really practiced before week 1. I think they had like one.
Yeah, so they had a scrimmage
practice
against Washington State. I think that I could be wrong, but I believe that was like their first time officially playing together, right? So, yeah, just a great interview. But that's going to be us for in the studio. Our surprise is that we have a little interview for you guys. We hope you guys enjoy. But from inside the booth, this was Undrafted alongside Bradical. We will see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Welcome, everyone, and we are here in the analyst booth for the interview segment for your guys' Marvel season. So you guys just had a pretty big win against, remind me of the college's name? It was
West Virginia, I believe.
Okay, there we
Wesleyan.
go. So how did that match go for you guys? I heard you guys had a pretty resounding victory over there.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like it went pretty well. It was a 3-0.
It looked like it went pretty well.
Things were going pretty well, I think, for just about every game.
yeah, I feel like we've really learned to just play together. None of us really learned that, and but we were also playing other teams who knew how to do that. This team, they aren't bad, but they lack the coordination that comes with esports.
Okay, yeah. I heard from some of our casters that there was a lot of like the staggering happening, and especially game 2. Some people just kind of got caught up in trying to get that push in, and then your tank is back in the spawn area, and that stagger is really what killed him a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean with communication, because one of them would probably go on a flank, die, and they don't play any different. If you lose one, it would be more important to maybe play a little bit more passively or look for a pick, and they just weren't doing that.
Yeah.
That communication and especially the good placement is really important.
Yeah, something we've all improved on as well is placements.
Definitely
We
grown a
all
lot.
know how to position just a lot better as a team, which also comes with that just overall time experience
Mhm.
that we've put
It's
in.
very apparent from this game that you guys have improved a lot from your very first game. And seeing you guys grow throughout this season has been a lot of fun to watch, seeing you guys get together and play these games. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your guys' first time playing like on a team for Rivals, correct?
Correct.
Yes, this is everyone's first time with esports as well, except for Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all freshmen to esports.
And which one is Miranda? What is her username?
Mystic.
Yeah, mysticism.
Mysticism.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I believe Mysticism was on the Overwatch team before this, correct?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I believe she was. That's why she's the only non-freshman esports player here. on
Gotcha.
Rivals.
Well, how's that feel on your guys' end, being in the kind of in the spotlight for now? You guys are headed into playoffs next, right?
Definitely not this season.
Not this season, no.
Nope.
What about next season? You guys planning
Next
on coming
season?
back for
Yep.
next
Yeah,
semester?
we
Yeah.
got that for
I
next
think
Yeah.
season.
I think we're all planning on coming back for
Yeah.
next
I
semester.
think we're all practically locked in.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. We love having people return because, having that teamwork, that's the hardest part to get. You can go out and you can find high skill players, but finding people that really connect well and can play well as a team together, that's hard to do and that's hard to find.
Mhm.
So,
And it's super rewarding when you can, as shown today.
very much so. Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys here, and it has been so much fun watching you guys play this game. I've been Shadowfigure, and I'm here joined by, remember your usernames, please?
Fluffy Dino.
Batso 2.
And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.